All right, Elizabeth, I am back again, and I am going to read an original book that most of us know of called The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. This is one of my favorite childhood books, and it was written so long ago that almost everybody knows it. It was written in 1985, this version. So that was 30, almost 5 years ago, depending on the month that it was made. So it's just a really great book, and I hope you enjoy listening to it again. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play, kind of like how it is today. So we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I know I've been sitting inside of the house during today because it is too wet outside to go out for a walk. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball, so we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, 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 and we did not like it, not one little bit. So they did not like sitting in their house all day long. Bump! And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. What two rhyming words did you just hear? That's right. If you said bump and jump, you are correct. They sound the same. You just changed the beginning sound. We looked. Then we saw him step on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun. That is funny. So if you remember this story before, what are they going to do that is fun outside, even though it is rainy? I know some good games we can play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat in the hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. So they're all alone. Is that safe to be all alone on yourself without any adult in there with you? If you had an older brother or sister, if they were old enough to be there, that would be okay. But otherwise, I'm not sure. They look pretty young. But our fish said, no, no. Make that cat go away. Tell that cat in the hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. So it's like that fish was in charge, isn't it? Because the fish is the one saying that, nope, that cat in the hat should not be there. Now, have no fear. Have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the cat in the hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. I don't think the cat in the hat likes the fish because the fish does not want the cat in the hat to be there. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball with a book on one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. Oh my, a book and an umbrella, and he's on a ball, and he's holding the fish. That does not seem safe at all. Look at me now, said the cat, with a cup and a cake on the top of my hat. I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. He could work in a circus because he can do all those amazing things and even hop on the ball. How many of you could do even one of those things? I don't even think I could stand on top of the ball and not fall. Look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man, and look, with my tail I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Wow, those are a lot of rhyming words that the Cat in the Hat was using. All and ball, tail, man fan, rake cake. Wow, lots of rhyming. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball, and Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. What are you most worried about falling? I'm most worried about the fish. And look at that fish right there. He's fallen out of his bowl. I wonder if he's going to be okay. Do you think fish can survive long without being in their bowl of water? I don't know. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. "No, I do not like it, not one little bit." That fish does not look happy. Thankfully, he landed in something, but I don't think it has water. "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house, and you bent our new rake. You should not be here. When our mother is not, you get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. Do you think the Cat in the Hat's going to actually leave now because the fish is telling him to? We're going to have to find out. "But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot," said the Cat in the Hat to the fish in the pot. "I will not go away. I do not wish to go. And so," said the Cat in the Hat, so, "I will show you another good game that I know." What do you think that new game is that he's going to show? Make a prediction. And then he ran out, and then fast as a fox, the Cat in the Hat came back in with a, what rhymes with fox? That begins with a b. Box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." What's he gonna do with that? Then he got up on top with a tip of his hat. "I call this game Fun in a Box," said the cat. "In this box are two things I will show to you now. You will like these two things," said the cat with a bow. How does he know they will actually like them? "I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun." Then out of the box came Thing 2 and Thing 1. And they ran to us fast. They said, "How do you do? Would you like to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2? So if any of you have ever seen Thing 1 and Thing 2, we all know that they don't always listen and they're not always on their best behavior. And Sally and I did not know what to do, so we had to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. We shook their two hands, but our fish said, "No, no. Those things should not be here in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is out. Put them out," said the fish in the pot. So the fish is still being bossy and does not want them there, but nobody else is saying to go. "Have no fear, little fish," said the Cat in the Hat. "These things are good things." And he gave them a pat. "They are tame, oh, so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet day. How many of you would like thing 1 and thing 2 to come to your house on this wet, wet day and play with you? I know I'd like some adventurous things to do. Now here's a game that they like, said the cat. They like to fly kites, said the cat in the hat. No, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites in a house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, no one little bit. What's some things in your house that if thing 1 and thing 2 came to your house and bumped, your parents would be very upset? Think about that for a moment. I know in my childhood home, my mom has a lot of things that are breakable, and she would be very upset if I were to have thing 1 and thing 2 come into our house and fly kites. She would not like that one bit. Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those 2 things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump, down the wall in the hall. Look at what is happening. It's so disastrous. Everything is being kind of taken off the wall by thing 1 and thing 2 as they're flying their kites. Thing 2 and thing 1, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown. Her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Mom is going to come home and she is not going to be happy. Her house is going to be clean or a disaster. What do you think? Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with the hops and big thumps and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? So instead of it being the fish this time, it said, I do not like it. Who is the person that's saying I? Who is the narrator of this story? Not Sally, not the fish, but the boy. He's finally standing up for himself and saying, I do not like this, neither would my mother. Then our fish said, look, look, and our fish shook with fear. Your mother is on her way home. Do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. They're going to be in big trouble if they don't get it together and clean up. So do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her, your mother. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing 1 and thing 2. I wonder who's going to help get rid of them as they're still playing around and tossing this teapot and everything else in sight. So as fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Where did the cat in the hat go? Did he just release thing 1 and thing 2 and leave? Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, and I had them at last. Those 2 things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. You pack up those things and you take them away. Oh dear, said the cat, you did not like our game. Oh dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Plop. So they did not like that one bit. Then he shut up the things in the box with a hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away, yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. So who is going to help these children with this big mess that they now have? I wonder who's going to help. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the cat in the hat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. Do you think he's going to actually be helpful? Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown and the milk and the strings and the fan and the cup and the books and the dish and the ship and the fish, and he put them all away. Then he said, "That is that." And then he was gone with a tip of his hat. So he was quite helpful in the end. Then our mother came in and she said to us too, "Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?" And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Would you be honest and tell your parents? I probably would, because I can't lie. Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? So what would you do? The end. So what would you do if the Cat in the Hat and Thing 1 and Thing 2 came into your house? What kind of games would you show them? What kind of games would you hope that they would show you on this rainy day? Think of something that you would love to do, or maybe even something that you've done too. Hope you enjoyed.